So tell me what's going on.
So I just moved here a couple days ago.
You're a licensed clinical psychologist.
That's correct.
Let's actually have you confront. So maybe that's your fault. If men go to therapy, they're soft.
What brings you in today?
Like, I don't know, she just always gets mad and ripped it open. I'm gonna
It's okay, take your time.
So I'm gonna be honest. Recently, I've not been feeling the best. I've had depression, anxiety, a feeling of loneliness. You name it, I've got it. So recently, I've been contemplating on committing to a therapist to help fix me and help me from feeling so upside down. Get it? Upside down, like I'm upside down. Was it obvious from the beginning?
Yeah, it was pretty fucking obvious.
Damn.
You want to do another take?
No, it's fine. I need a break. I'll just hang here for a few seconds. Do you get that one? Like hang here? No, but I am pretty fucking depressed though.
So before I go see a therapist, I need to mention that there's a stigma that men shouldn't go to therapy and that they should handle all their problems on their own. So with me being a man, I simply cannot be caught dead in therapy. But I had an idea. I thought that I'd go ask some local females to see if this rumor is even true, because, you know, they're the ones who define our masculinity in the first place. Just a disclaimer before we start. These are not my questions. This is just like a general survey, you know, but do you think that men should go to therapy?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, they need to. Like, why wouldn't they?
Men need therapy.
100%. Go to fucking therapy. You guys are fucking crazy as hell.
Would you view a man who does go to therapy, would you view him as like a sissy lala?
I view him as healthy.
Define sissy lala for me.
How would I put this? A pussy?
No.
And why not?
These are too many questions. I asked if this was hard.
The dude that I'm like fucking loving and sexing on right now, I want him to go to therapy so bad.
So you actually find men who go to therapy as more attractive?
Hell yeah.
So if I were to go to therapy, would you view me as any less or more attractive?
I would probably say maybe more attractive.
Probably more. It was more attractive.
Wow. I couldn't believe my ears. I mean, I know all these women already want me, but they're saying that therapy would actually make me sexier. Me? Yeah. Would I be any less or more attractive?
If you go to therapy, your mental stability, you're more stable.
But you're kind of walking around the question here. Would I be any like less or more attractive?
More attractive.
Really? She likes me. She likes me. Now that I've gotten back my statistics from asking around, it turns out that 100% of women said that therapy is in fact attractive. So now I have the confidence to finally get the help I need without my friends calling me gay. So I found this guy, Dr. Cason, who's a licensed clinical psychologist, which I guess is a really long way of saying therapist. But anyways, I went and visited him at his office. So, Dr. Cason.
Yes?
You're a licensed clinical psychologist.
That's correct.
Why not just say therapist? Is there a difference? Because licensed clinical psychologist, that's 9 syllables. That's like, you know, time is money.
You've never been in therapy before, I take it?
Never, because I've always had this stigma that like if men go to therapy, they're soft. And I actually just went on the street and asked a bunch of women if they would find it attractive if I would go to therapy. Turns out 100% of them said yes.
Yeah, it actually is an indication of strength to go to therapy. What I see perhaps as weakness are people that want to handle everything all by themselves, trying to handle everything alone, which is unfortunately reinforced by our culture. Here I'm being the person hired because I know some things, but you're bringing an expertise of your own life and being able to talk about your own life, and then we work together as a team to try to help you get what you want.
Dr. Cason was laying out absolute straight facts. I mean, he's been in this business for longer than I've been alive, so I was super excited to see how he could help me.
What brings you in today?
So, lately I've just been feeling like a walking L.
A walking, I'm sorry, what?
Like, a walking L is like a, how can I put it? An L that walks.
An L letter?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know this term.
Basically, well, let me just tell you what's been bothering me.
So every single oatmeal cookie has raisins in it.
Uh-huh. And what about that bothers you?
I don't know. I love oatmeal, but I hate raisins. And like, look, okay, next time you go to the grocery store, I want you to go to the oatmeal cookie section and try to find one without raisins.
But why is this a problem for you?
I just really hate raisins. There is something else that's been bothering me as well.
What is that?
It's just my girlfriend. I don't know, lately she's just been a bitch. Like, I don't know, she just always gets mad at me. And I just don't know how to stop her from being mad at me.
Well, has she communicated with you about what makes her angry?
Yeah, it's because she caught me cheating. I don't know, it doesn't really even make sense.
It doesn't make sense why she's upset about that?
It just doesn't really make sense because, like, all I did was just spend the night over.
At someone else's house.
Yeah.
If he cheated on his girlfriend and she left with him, that's understandable that she's devastated and very angry. His girlfriend obviously was with him for a reason, but his lack of insight about what he did was concerning to me.
I mean, but she cheated on me as well. Like, the other day we were playing chess and she thinks that I didn't see, but I saw her move the queen piece when it wasn't her turn.
So moving a queen piece is the same as sleeping with somebody else?
It's still cheating. You spell it the same way.
There may be many more bigger issues, of course, he isn't willing to tell me, but if he has bigger issues, then I would hope we'd eventually get to know about them. If we just stayed on the surface, then I would have to recommend we don't continue therapy at this time.
The therapy session was amazing, but honestly, it had one major flaw, and it's the fact that I had to give up my credit card information afterwards. I mean, the whole reason why I came to therapy was to talk to a friend, but if I have to pay that friend, then it doesn't really feel like they're my friend, you know? So I had to try and find a new form of therapy that doesn't require any money. And then I was sitting on my couch watching Sneeko's new video, and he said something that really caught my attention.
This is therapy for men. You don't need to go cry in a chair that leads back too far. Come to the gym, let out your tears. You'll feel better.
I was curious to find out if sweating actually does help with depression, so I decided to give him a quick call.
So sweating, that makes you feel better?
Right, those are tears. That's emotion. It's a sense of relief afterwards. It's the release. It's the.
But tears and sweat, aren't those like two completely different like body fluids?
It's yeah. It fixes it. It's refreshing. Yeah.
I don't know what you just said, but okay. Well, I think I'm gonna give that a try. And also, do you think that therapy is for women only?
No, it's for gay people too.
After Sneeko's recommendation, I went over to my local gym, but I completely forgot that gyms cost money, so I was back to square one. I was trying to think of a new way to sweat for free, but I guess the answer to that is already obvious. I'll just go for a run with a lot of jackets on.
I was so depressed.
I was running out of options, and to be honest, I was thinking of giving up, but I didn't. And then I thought of an idea. Remember how I said that the only flaw with therapy is that it costs money? Well, what if it didn't? Hear me out. I was looking at the smile on Dr. Cason's face, and it made me think, therapists must be the happiest people on earth because they're the ones who know exactly how to get rid of depression. So I thought, instead of me paying to talk to a therapist, what if I became the therapist and I get clients to talk to me about their problems? That way I'll be able to help them find out how to fix their depression, and in return, it will allow me to subconsciously learn from their mistakes, and I'll finally be able to beat my depression. So I started researching the hell out of therapists, and obviously I can't legally give out therapy sessions unless it doesn't technically say therapy. so I made sure to replace the E with a backwards 3. That rhymes. And I also decided to give myself an entire makeover, because why not? I mean, I have to also look like a therapist, and it'll help me take this more seriously. You know, if you look good, you'll feel good, and if you feel good, you'll perform well. Now, it's time to play the waiting game. And while we wait for my first client, I think this is the perfect time to cut to the sponsor of this episode, because none of this would be possible without them. Oh, hello. Editor Steezy here. You guys know what time it is. It's time to thank my sugar daddies over at Audible. But yeah, thank you Audible for sponsoring this video. And I'm sorry, I know Audible. I'm always late with these videos. I always miss a deadline, but it's okay. We're getting it done. So reading is a very important thing that I think we should all do, in my opinion. I feel like people don't really pay attention to the value that books hold. These are a couple of my favorite self-development books, and this is my favorite finance book. I think this is hands down the best first book to read about money. But you want to know something? Guess what? Guess what? I hate reading. There we go. I said it. I said it. I hate it. I hate reading. So that's where our friends Audible come in handy. The Audible app makes it easy to listen anytime, anywhere. So it doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing, or even if you forgot your books at home, you could just pull your phone out and listen to all your audiobooks. Audible also has thousands and thousands of titles. Any book that you can think about, they probably have an audiobook version of it. Gangsta. As an Audible member, you get 1 free credit every single month, and you can use those credits to any title of your choosing, and those titles are yours to keep forever in your Audible library. So just as an example, I have 5 credits, as you can see right there. So basically, I can get 5 titles for free. You see that orange button? It says buy with 1 credit. I don't know why Audible does that. How do they make money? I mean, it's none of my business. All Audible members now also get access to a growing selection of titles included with their membership. So basically, you don't even need to use your credits for these selections, which include audiobooks, Audible originals, and even podcasts, and more get added every single month. New members can try Audible free for 30 days. Visit audible.com/SteezyKane or text SteezyKane to 500-500. Hey, excuse me, would you like to have some therapy?
Sure, yeah, why not?
It's only $150 an hour.
Oh, well, yeah, I can't do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not in your budget?
No.
We take Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. No? I'll be here. I sat around for a pretty fat minute. I was just waiting for people to walk up and let me give them the help that they need. But I just didn't understand why not one person was showing up. But then I started to think I was the one who wanted free therapy in the first place. So why am I charging? I realized that I got greedy and I needed to focus on the main objective, and that is to get rid of my depression. So luckily, I came prepared. And as soon as I made it free, that's when all of a sudden motherfuckers wanted to start sitting down.
My name's Veronica.
I'm Natasha.
Margot.
Raphael.
Raphael, like the turtle. So, just some starter questions. Are you sexually active?
You can say so, yeah.
Okay. That was the only starter question. So tell me what's going on.
So I just moved here a couple days ago. Been so busy ever since I got here. I've been really overwhelmed with trying to settle into my new place and adjust to my new life while trying to juggle everything that's been going on.
I hate moving too. I think that that's what happens in hell.
So what should I do about it exactly?
I don't know. I guess there's nothing that you can do. And that's just life. So we just gotta keep moving on, you know? Does that help at all?
Really wanted to leave, and I went all the way across the country, and she's staying pretty close by.
I hope you like the ambience that we provide inside my office. We try to keep it like we're on Earth here, you know?
Okay.
And let me also ask, what's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear?
Yeah, your biggest fear.
Being
there
interrupted.
Bugs?
Bugs.
Yeah, anything with a lot of legs.
That's funny you say that. So let's actually have you confront.
Wait.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention too much. Sometimes I drift off. What did you say that you were doing?
Well, so
writing?
school.
Okay.
So school this weekend. Gonna be doing a lot of writing. So I'm feeling nervous about if I'm prepared for that or not yet.
Sometimes I just try to sit in my bed and picture what is the worst possible situation I could be in right now. Probably a burglar stabbing me in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
So then I look back at my current situation and go oh, this ain't that bad.
I don't know if I got too much to complain about. I guess I got some like work to do, responsibilities, but that's not stressing me out too bad.
So why are you in therapy?
She doesn't listen to me anymore, and she started ignoring me and kind of forgot about me. So yeah, that was like...
Well, usually when people stop talking to one another, that's usually because there's a reason. So maybe that's your fault? Let me ask, what's your biggest fear?
Sea demons, like little demons in the ocean that comes up and like grabs you and drowns you.
Well, that doesn't exist. So let's try to think of fears that do exist.
Heights, I don't like heights.
Ah, I've never heard somebody say that. And you know, a good way to overcome a fear is to face it head on. So I want you to face your fear right now. How do you feel?
I feel empowered.
Usually when we have the fear with us presently, we realize that we were just being a pussy the whole time.
Thank you.
Do you have any difficulty getting girls?
I wouldn't say it's difficult. It's more like I'm kind of like picky sometimes. Like
you have options. If that's difficult for you and you feel like you're about to cry, just to let you know, I do have tissues right here. I like your sunglasses.
You want to try it on? You want to switch?
Yeah, I'll try it on. How do I look?
Dude, your eyesight is so bad.
Are you aware of the projection test?
I'm not.
I'm going to show you a series of images and words, and just tell me the first thing that comes to mind, okay?
A sense of calm, peace.
Huh. What that tells me about you is that you like dogs.
You wouldn't be wrong.
Why are you biting your lip? Do you like the word moist?
It's an interesting word. Yeah, I kind of fuck with that word. I'm not gonna lie.
Saturn?
Well, it looks like Saturn, but this is actually Uranus.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people don't know, but Uranus actually has a lot of rings. You just can't see it sometimes.
Money.
This is actually how much I have in debt currently. I personally don't think that's funny.
Well, sorry for you.
Yeah. Sorry doesn't really help.
A dog.
That is in fact a dog.
I think like bestiality is legal in like 30 states or something like that. There's some states you can have sex with your dog.
Why would you bring that fact up?
It's called the dog pill. It's the realization that some girls just won't have sex with guys, so they choose to have sex with their own dog. You should look into it.
Well, back to our images.
Yeah.
An eye.
Well, actually, this is a sideways vagina.
Ah.
See, that's the clitoris right there.
As a vagina having individual, I don't think it looks like that.
Well, it's just the lighting.
I
There's a
see,
shadow casting into the canal.
Squidward.
There's actually a penis in here, if you can see that.
I do see that.
So, fun fact.
Yeah, no, facts.
What country is this?
It's in the US.
Wow, you're smart.
Try to get me, yeah.
Elephant.
Elephant.
It has a trunk.
There's some like dick in here or something, I'm guessing.
There's no dicks. You don't have to be scared of dicks.
There's no dicks. Facts.
The
What do you mean? This is therapist.
You could put it as one word, or you could divide it. Like, you know, therapist is one word, and then there's the.
Well, just to clarify, I'm a therapist.
Right.
I'm not a. And then I reached my last client of the day, which I was not ready for. What about me?
Yeah, are you going through anything?
I actually am. I'm actually glad you asked that.
Mm-hmm.
I've never really told anybody this, but so I was like 5 years old, and I got on a plane for the first time. And you know how on the planes they give you these like shitty trail mixes.
Right.
And so I was really excited, so I ripped it open.
It's okay, take your time.
So I was really hungry, so I just ripped it open and I just put all of it in my mouth, not knowing that it had raisins.
about raisins that get you going.
They're just nasty.
But do you like grapes?
I like grapes, yeah.
But you don't like raisins?
Fucking hate raisins.
But raisins are just dried grapes.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
But I love grapes.
So you should love raisins.
My plan was working way faster than I thought it would.
Damn. I look like a pussy right now.
No, I wouldn't use that word.
Wow, you kind of make it seem like not that bad anymore. It's almost like you're becoming my therapist. I think you like kind of made me want to confront my fear for raisins.
I think you should. Does anyone have raisins?
Anybody have raisins?
Oh my God, we got raisins.
I've been making people confront their fears all day, and now it's finally time for me to confront mine.
I'll close my eyes.
You're gonna close your eyes?
Yeah.
All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2. We're not quitters here. Don't spit. Nope. 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 Aw, what a bummer.
I still have some. I'm good. I'm gonna swallow. I'm gonna swallow it. I did it. I did it. Can I hug you?
Sure.
My plan has now finally worked. Thanks to Violet. Thank you for curing my depression.
Okay, I think I actually need help.